Hey there friends, the KetoND in the kitchen, and just wanted to do a video on what does the keto athlete eat for breakfast, and thought it was time to do a food segment. So I guess as I was preparing this too, I realized that I wanted to answer one of the questions that I get sometimes and that some of you may ask who are embarking on a low-carb diet, and that is, can you eat fruit on a keto diet? One of the criticisms have been that, we've been long told that fruits are very nutritious and good for us. And so why is a keto diet good for you when you avoid that and all the benefits of fruits? Well, I've made many videos on the ketogenic diet already, and that topic's come up directly and indirectly. But let me just answer it succinctly by saying that yes, on a ketogenic diet, you can eat fruit. And you could use honey, you could use dried cranberries, and let me explain. So we're talking about the amount. We're looking at maybe being a little bit nerdy about food and getting out a scale, because normally we eat quite a bit of fruit. Serving sizes are large, whole banana or whole entire orange. This orange happens to be one of my favorites. This is the what do they call these? The cara, I think. It's kind of a cross between I think it's a grapefruit, but inside it's kind of a pink or red color. Now this is really small, so my point in showing this is just that it is small, and I wouldn't typically even eat this whole thing. I might eat half in a salad, for instance, or just as when I feel like, oh, I need. Usually this happens in the afternoon or even in the evening. I feel like I need just a little bit of serving of fruit. Not every day. Now, and this also applies to me. Each person's a little bit different. I am at my weight I want to hold. I'm doing a lot of training and cycling, and so I am getting a little bit more carbs as recovery and also to get my glycogen up. But again, we're talking about, excuse me, serving sizes. Now with cranberries, I've had these in the cupboard, and I haven't touched them in, I don't even remember ever, in a long time, but I've had them for the kids and making oatmeal once in a while for them. I haven't eaten dried fruit in a long time, and I used to frequently, and it struck me that, so normally I will eat fresh fruit like citrus and a few berries, and so this is my morning granola that I'll talk about in a second, but I often will put just a few blueberries. But what I thought is that, well, wait a minute, maybe we just need to talk about portion sizes. So using the back label, I realized that obviously a quarter of a cup is going to blow up and give you your entire day's carbohydrates if you're on a low-carb diet. It's got 29 grams of sugar, 33 total grams of carbohydrates in a quarter of a cup. But honestly, I don't think I ever sat down and ate a quarter cup of dried cranberries. So what I calculated is, how about a tenth of that? And so I measured out 4 grams of cranberries, which is, I don't know, what is that, 5, 6 cranberries in there. Using my nut granola, which is pretty dense, it's not a whole bowl of it. It's just going to add a little bit of that flavor, and you get some of the nutritional benefits of the cranberries. Same with honey. A tablespoon is the serving size. Now, if I wanted to flavor or just add just a little touch of sweetener, a little goes a long way, as the adage goes, in that, especially when you're on a low-carb diet, your tolerance or taste for sugar, at least for me, is way much reduced. And so, instead of a tablespoon, I'd use like a pinch, half of a teaspoon. So you're looking at just a few grams, and it's definitely not going to, just enough to kind of give you that flavor and to fuel, again, those glycogen recovery. You don't have to have honey. You could use, other complex carbohydrates, whether it was a meal with a little sweet potato or reheated rice. And yeah, anyway. So, but yeah, obviously fruits and breads and things can easily blow up your diet if you're following a low carb. So it's about serving size. So, and really quick, again, this is just, I've got shredded coconut in there. This is a cereal. I use that term loosely. This is some walnuts, some shredded coconut down there, and I throw in the cranberries on. What I do is also make up my shakes that I do are really based around fat now and not just protein. So I'll use a protein like this Pure Pea from Designs for Health. I love the coconut and MCT powders. This one happens to be from Quest because that's what I got around. I have an MCT powder that I'll use as well. And then I like to put in a little bit of fiber just to kind of give satiety and help slow down the bowel's metabolism in terms of absorption of any sugars or other nutrients, to kind of just give that satiety. So anyway, just shake it up in a cup. Usually add a pinch of cinnamon and maybe a few drops of stevia for flavor. One thing that's what I'd like to do is actually a pinch of salt in that shake. So yeah, about a scoop of each. Shake it up and you're good to go. So I could put it over granola. I could drink it on the go as a shake. And yeah, so anyway, yes, you can eat fruit on a low-carb diet, and for the athlete, that may be of even more benefit for that reason. But again, we're talking about taking those serving sizes they might recommend on a package, and you're taking like a fraction of that, depending on what it is. If it's something like fresh blueberries, I would probably go up to a tablespoon, you know, maybe 2 tablespoons. And some of the friendlier fruits for low-carb diets include citrus, those wild berries, as well as cherries seem to have a favorable effects in slow absorption of the sugars. So anywho, that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and don't be afraid of a little bit of flavor in life and God's candy, which is fruit. It's dessert, so use it like it is, and you know, it can be a part of your diet. So thanks for watching.